Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6. Forget a stretch 5. My teammates loved it, and it just stuck with me. He added, I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so I've been up against bigger guys. For me, that means nothing. Kevin?
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Spurs. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. Horford is out there with Rob Williams. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. And for San Antonio, the 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. Then there's Murray. Then there's Richardson. And it's Vassell in at the shooting guard. Doris, at this point of the season, we see which teams have gotten better. What's the toughest threshold, do you think, to cross?
I think breaking through and becoming that championship team, that one team standing when the last game has been played. Listen, if you've struggled for long stretches, getting to 500, can be a process. But to me, those teams that can cross from perennial postseason participant to NBA champion, that is the hardest threshold.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It was dealing with the NBA's physical play that was Pirtle's biggest challenge when he came into the league, but he knows how to use his body now to get these calls.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws here for the night.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he can't hit the second.
So how cool is it that Jakob Pirtle makes NBA history as the first ever Austrian-born player in the league? Doesn't matter what else he does in his career, he'll always have that distinction. That's cool.
Pirtle with a screen on Horford. Johnson. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Pirtle kicks to Murray. Johnson up top. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Vassell. He's covered by Brown. Pirtle's shot is off. Tatum on the wing. Richardson covered. The pass to Smart. Brown outside. No good that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston.
And one of Johnson's teammates recently called him country strong. And Johnson himself acknowledged he has a lot of room to get even stronger. It's scary.
And Greg, along with the power, Johnson brings great athleticism.
And that makes him a tremendous rebounder. Can switch defensively. It's within the realm of possibility that he becomes an all-star someday.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of this game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Two-shot.
And the first one drops. And in terms of the mid-range game, Brown has joined a very elite crowd.
Yeah, no doubt. This guy is both prolific and proficient. He has worked so hard on the short area dribble, the shot release so much more consistent, as is his focus.
And Brown drops them both. Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
Now, here's Richardson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. It's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Brown outside. Williams sets a screen for Brown. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Now here's Murray. 11 points last game. Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Keldon Johnson taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Boston now. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
You know, both teams are competitive, but not necessarily playing yet at a championship level. And part of what makes this battle so intriguing is how close they are.
Now here is Horford. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. It's Brown on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot. And here's Tatum for 3. The Spurs have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. Smart against Murray. Back to Richardson. Over Tatum. And the rejection by Tatum.
Probably the most underrated aspect of Jason Tatum's game is his defense. Size, length, strength, you name it. Sends that one back.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here is Murray following Jaylen Brown's 3. Vassell, the pass to Murray. Shoots over Brown. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Here's Vassell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Murray against Smart. Here's Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Here's Horford. It's deflected.
And this is what Josh Richardson brings to your team on the defensive end. Send it back.
Murray, no good. Celtics leading by 5. Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Spurs with the ball to the paint. Can they get it? And it's Johnson with the jam.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
What's loudest section on the T-shirt? And your Spurs Hype Squad.
On the floor. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Derek White's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Boston leading by 3. White looking around. Driving to the basket. Stolen by Walker. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bates-Diop. Pass to McDermott. Over Tice. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, McDermott's known for that catch-and-shoot game. The rise and fire on the catch. Pretty.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Pritchard passes to Williams. Rebound, San Antonio.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
McDermott dishes to Collins. The kick out to Walker. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Celtics with the lead. And it's White missing. Outside, Walker. The pass to Bates-Diop. Spurs working the ball around now. White against Jones. Shoots over White. Jones, no luck. Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Stolen by Collins. Jones looking for an opening. To the wing on the left. Here's Bates-Diop, guarded by Tatum. And Bates-Diop gets it to go. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Fans, get a free T-shirt. Let's see it, fans. Fans, your Spurs squad.
November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
And, you know, for Boston, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Here's Pritchard. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Passes it to White. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
San Antonio leading. Outside, Walker. Pass to Bates-Diop over Williams, and that one comes up a bit short.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Drafted late, 26th overall in 2020. Pritchard hit the ground running and really has never looked back.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from those guys that get 4 years of college playing for a very sound coach. Peyton was physically ready. His strength is a key part of his game. Listen, the skill set, the dedication, the basketball IQ, it's all baked in by the time he arrives at the league level.
Now here's White. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Walker, and there's the drive. Williams with the defensive effort. Boston leading by 4. Tatum finds Williams. Here's Pritchard. Williams looking around. Pass to Pritchard. 6 to shoot. Outside, White. From outside, off the mark. And San Antonio shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. Primo. Williams with the block. Outside, Tatum. To the middle. A fader. Collins grabs the miss.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
McDermott passes to Bates-Diop. Now Walker. And there's the pass to Primo. He takes it in. McDermott for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Celtics ball. Celtics substitution. Jaylen Brown.
9 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Checking in for the Celtics, Marcus Smart.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Boston on top, leading by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Celtics leading by 4. On the court right now for the Celtics. We've got Tatum. Williams is out there with Horford. Then there's Smart. And it's Pritchard in at the point. Lets it go from 11. And it goes down 2 points. Horford's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Celtics. Murray the pass to Vassell. Richardson outside. A three-pointer no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Passes it to Pritchard. It wasn't too long ago, Doris, that people referred to the NBA as a point guard league. Think that's still the case?
I don't, Kevin. When you look across the league right now, the best players come from across positions. You've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, not a point guard. You might describe him as a point forward, but you could describe him in many ways. Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP, is a center, but really he's a point center. LeBron James remains one of the most dangerous guys in the league. Kevin Durant will go down as one of the great scorers in history and really a much better defender than given credit for it. So no, I'd say the golden age of point guards is over.
Brown is checked in for Pritchard. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Williams kicks to Horford. Brown against Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Horford the pass to Tatum. His three-pointer's off the mark.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Vassell, the pass to Richardson. Murray right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Outside, Smart. The kick out to Tatum. Smart passes to Tatum. Back to Smart. Three-pointer. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
San Antonio ball.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Jason Tatum.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Who wants a T-shirt? All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Spurs Hype Squad.
White's checked in for the Celtics.
Make some noise.
Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. In fourth, the Celtics.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Spurs trail by 4. Outside, Jones. Pass to Pirtle. Johnson with it. Williams picks him up. Johnson kicks to Jones. Pirtle with a screen on Smart. Here's Jones. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Now here's Smart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Brown missing. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. And with their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. Boston, no good that time either.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And an area that's often underappreciated for Horford, he's a fantastic passer.
Nothing flashy. Great vision in the post or at the top of the key. And he just keeps it moving and finds the open man.
On defense, Boston. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Johnson.
And you know what helps Williams defensively? He just keeps moving his feet, and he has such quick reaction.
Here's Brown. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pirtle with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
Now here's Smart. Pass to White. Back to Smart. Horford sets a screen for Smart. Clock at 6. No good on that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Williams against Jones. From deep. Knocked away.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Richardson the pass to Pirtle. Now Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And White kicks to Smart. Back to White. Brown outside. Back to White. They could use a bucket. Rebounded by the Spurs. Jones up top. Guarded by Smart. Jones the pass to Richardson. Pirtle with the ball. Out to the right wing. Johnson against Horford. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Celtics with the lead. Down low. Back to Smart. And here is Horford. He had 13 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. On the wing, Johnson. Jones, the pass to Richardson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Williams. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Vassell. Light covering. Richardson against Brown. Richardson outside. And the pass to Vassell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now here's Brown. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Horford with a screen on Richardson. Richardson against White. Brown outside. To end the drought. And Jones pulls it down.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Johnson against Williams. Hurdle with a screen on Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Johnson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Over Horford. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
The shot's good. Brown making the play. Horford's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
T-shirt time! Fans, your Spurs Hype Squad.
Substitutions here.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Jaylen Brown. He's been dominant over the last month. 5th in scoring, 16th in three-point field goal percentage, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Now here's Murray. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. San Antonio again missing. Boston leading by 4. Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Murray. Steps back and fires. Tice kicks to Brown. They get it back. And Tice throws it down.
Daniel Tice is a pro's pro, and he brings his intensity and work every single night. Gets to the glass there.
Pass to Collins. Dishes to McDermott. Murray outside. 6 to shoot. Driving inside. Count it. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter. The Celtics shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Pritchard passes to Brown. No good with the triple.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Murray against Brown. Here's Bates Diop. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, we know that McDermott came into the league with a reputation as a dead-eye shooter. Get your hands up and contest or he'll make you pay.
Tice with a screen on Walker. And here's Tatum for three. No good that time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. Let's go off on a tangent, guys. What do you say? Kenny, I don't care if you care or not. Kenny, you grew up in Queens.
Correct.
Shaq, nearby in Newark. I'm from the mean streets of Milwaukee. So which of us had it best?
Well, Ernest, they don't call me Ken NY for nothing. I wouldn't trade Queens for anything.
What you got to say, Shaq?
Shaq's off. Because the Brick City doesn't mean anything, baby. That's right. I turned his mic off, Ernie. I turned it off.
And now a look at how that first half went for the Celtics. They're in a close one.
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy levels. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They lead by 1. The 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Well, Dorsey's already a great scorer, and now Tatum has become an incredibly efficient scorer.
Well, listen, the great ones are not only about putting up numbers, it's how efficiently you do it. From the free throw line, this guy is so much more consistent. And yes, he's got the mid-range game that he can go to in tough spots. This guy plays big at the rim. He's everything you want offensively.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
And he can't get the first one. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Smart kicks to Brown. Knocks it loose, and stolen by Murray. For the lead, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Out Horford twice on the pipes.
Pass to Williams. Horford in the post. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Assisted by
6 points for Al Horford.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Murray outside. Trying to get open is Johnson. Murray, good. Murray's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And stolen by Murray. Pass to Vassell. Over Williams. Vassell, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Brown. He has 7. Comes up empty down low.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Richardson finds Murray for the lead. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaylen Brown. And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. San Antonio making a switch here. And so Murray nails both of them. Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
3 T-shirts. Let's see who's the proudest. Then, your Spurs squad.
A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's getting around 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 steals. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Murray. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
At the line for San Antonio, Keldon Johnson. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Celtics trail by 4. Williams a screen on Murray. White drives in, and White slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
So it's San Antonio now, following the bucket by the Celtics.
Boy, a miss like that would drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Horford no luck.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Wide open look here for Murray. Drains him from beyond the arc. Murray's got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Horford sets a screen for Brown. He feeds it to Tatum. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Tatum's got 5 now.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here is Pirtle. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Now the pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Spurs.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
The 3 from Tatum. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
All right, look who's stepping onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Spurs squad.
San Antonio. Collins checked in for Perk. Jones comes in for Keldon Johnson. And McDermott subbed in for Vassell. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Spurs have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Passes it to McDermott. And it's Murray penetrating. Missed inside. Boston trailing. Outside, White. He kicks it to Tatum. Tice, no one around him. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Out left to the wing. Here's Murray. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Outside Tatum. Williams has a screen for Tatum. Count that one. Tatum's got 10 points. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Shot clock at 5. Murray, no good. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Primo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Murray against Tatum. Collins, a screen on White. Shot clock at 6. Collins, good. Collins has got his first 2 points. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Got a piece of it.
Always engaged on the defensive end. Daniel Tice with the excellent rejection.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
A different look now for San Antonio. Bates Diop's checked in, and Walker subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Outside, Walker. Clock at 6. Pass to Primo. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Coming onto the floor for your Spurs,
Here's Bates Diop. Drives to the hoop. It's blocked. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Keldon Johnson.
Six to shoot. Rebound, Boston. Tice has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. And Tice throws it down.
Daniel Tice up high to finish that shot. Nicely done.
And Walker's got the ball here for San Antonio. A 2-point game. That's to Bates Diop. The pass to Walker. Here's Primo. From beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Spurs. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in. Williams passes to Pritchard. And here is Brown. Shoots over McDermott. That one off the back iron and out. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Williams with the block. And he recovers it. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Passes to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. kicks it to McDermott. For the three. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 7 rebounds in the game. Boston again missing. San Antonio leading. Walker surveying the floor. Johnson outside. Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against the Suns, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
And the first one at the line is good.
And for Jaylen Brown at the free throw line, he has worked so hard on his mechanics, and that's paid dividends in terms of his confidence, guys.
That one drops. He ties it up. There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Outside, Walker. Johnson kicks to McDermott. Pass to Bates-Diop. Outside, Walker. To the left side wing. 4 on the shot clock. Inside, right at the free throw line. It's deflected. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Williams passes to Pritchard. Left side, Brown. And he overshot that one, missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Bates-Diop. To end the cold streak, Williams with the block. Brown against Johnson. For the lead, it's hauled in by Bates-Diop. Richardson kicks to Walker. McDermott with it. For 3, Richardson can't get the 3 to fall.
Well, Marcus Smart matching his man every step of the way. This is just another example of remarkable defense from a guy who's known for it.
Tie game in San Antonio. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
Get loud for your Spurs Hot Squad.
And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Everybody got to rotate, rebound, it's pace going back. It's attack, attack, attack. That's all it is.
Greg Popovich distilling it down to one simple concept. Be aggressive.
Hey, guys, he knows this game so well. When they control momentum, the pace, they're much harder to beat.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Celtics. Rob Williams is out there with Horford. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. Here's Smart. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Murray up on top. The shot comes out. Now Boston takes it the other way. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Williams looking around. He dishes it to Horford. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the frame of Al Horford goes a long way in helping him be one of the most consistent, solid defensive presences there is on the floor, forcing them to compromise there.
Shooting 2.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Guys, I know we've discussed this many times, but I don't think statistics really reflect Al Horford's true value. This guy is a terrific player and a pro's pro.
Derek White's checked in for Pritchard. So Horford gets 2.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Murray dishes to Pirtle. There's the pass to Bates Diop. The kick out to Walker. Puts it up from 15.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Outside Tatum. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Walker. Good work defensively by Horford. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. White against Murray. To the paint. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Here's Tatum following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Horford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
You know, if you give him the opportunity, Al Horford will seek contact. He wants to get to the line.
Al Horford, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Al Horford drops them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach calls this timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
Make some noise. It's T-shirt time.
Fans, your Spurs Hot Squad.
keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said, if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen. But we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off them a little.
Thank you, David. On defense, Boston. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Murray against Smart. Murray surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Smart against Murray. Now Smart. Looking to get back on track here. Here's Bates Diop. Count the basket. Bates Diop's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Outside, Smart. Down low. Horford in the post. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Celtics lead by 2. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Steps back and shoots. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Smart passes to Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Vassell. Back to Walker, and stolen by Tatum. Takes it inside. And another basket for Boston.
With good defense on you, you've got to stay locked to the rim. Jason Tatum does just that.
Pass to Bates Diop. Here's Vassell. To the middle. Second chance shot. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Walker.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the fact that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Green T-shirt. There's your Spurs squad.
Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. Doug McDermott comes in for Lonnie Walker.
Doug McDermott.
Outside, White. The dish to Smart. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his
And
first
now only
personal
one away
foul.
from being in the penalty.
Third team foul.
Williams finds Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. That'll go on McDermott.
Foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Out to the wing. Outside Tatum. The pass to Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Horford. No good on the 3. Spurs trailed by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Stolen by Smart. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, that's a case where Marcus Smart is anticipating that pass. He jumps into the passing lane and uses his terrific speed. That's beautiful.
Now here's Murray. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. And the baseline jumper, no good. Celtics leading by 6. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tatum's got 14 points here in the second half.
You have to be willing to shoulder the offensive burden. I think Jason Tatum is built for it.
Murray outside. This is it to Purdy. Johnson outside. Over Horford. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Outside, White. Williams, a screen on Pirtle. In the corner, Horford with it. White against Johnson. The shot. And it's White missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Smart against Murray. Pirtle sets the pick for Murray. And stolen by Tatum. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Johnson left side. And stolen by Horford. Tatum looking around. Driving in. San Antonio with the rebound. Murray's got his 5th rebound in this one.
2 minutes.
Over Tatum. Murray, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Tatum's shot is off. Spurs trail by 9. Vassell, the pass to Murray. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter. Pirtle with a screen on Williams. They need this one. Murray, no good.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Smart kicks to Tatum. Horford in the post. He's covered by Murray. Horford's shot is good.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Boston.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Deflects the pass. Pirtle with the steal. Here's Vassell. And the rejection by Tatum. San Antonio again missing. Pirtle against White. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jason. Congrats on the win. It was a slow start on offense, so what got you guys going in the second half?
Coach told us we didn't deserve to make any shots. We were too tense. We weren't having any fun. We started having a lot more fun second half. Guys were smiling and cheering, and we had some shots.
Well, it's good to know that if you smile, you make shots. I'll keep that in mind. Congrats, man. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.